Are you worried the easy profit days of land flipping are over? I've flipped 600 plus properties in the past 7 years, and today's market is way more competitive. So in this video, I'll show you how to grow your land business strategically using a simple framework trusted by the world's top consulting firms to solve billion-dollar problems. To start, let me show you how to evolve your land flipping strategy so you can stay profitable even in a crowded field. When I first started in 2018, land flipping felt easy. I'd send offers, get yeses, double my money, and move on. But then the landscape started to change, quietly at first. Same number of offers, fewer responses. Property sat longer, margins shrank, and suddenly I was working harder for smaller returns. That's when it hit me. More flippers were entering the game. Sellers were savvier. Buyers had more options. The Wild West days? Over. And I realized if I didn't evolve, I'd burn out or get left behind. So I took a step back. I looked at the business like a strategist, not just a hustler, and rebuilt it using a framework top consulting firms use to solve billion-dollar problems. It's called MICE, that stands for Mutually Exclusive, Collectively Exhaustive. Sounds like corporate jargon, I know, but stick with me, it's powerful. So mutually exclusive means each piece is distinct, no overlap. Collectively exhaustive means together they cover everything that matters. Big consulting firms use this to break down massive complex problems. I used it to break down my land business and found 5 levers that drive growth no matter what the market is doing. Let's start with number 1, buy better. This is where most flippers lose money before they even get started, at acquisition. When your margins are thin, it's usually not because of what you sold the land for, it's what you paid. So to buy better, I avoid counties where male saturation is high and competition drives up offer prices. Look for weird or misunderstood zoning like ag residential blends, recreational tracts, or light commercial. Dig into seller motivation, estate sellers, delinquent taxes, inherited land they don't want. Participate in county tax auctions where properties often sell for a fraction of market value due to unpaid taxes. Number 2, sell faster. Speed is a growth multiplier. The faster I turn a property, the more deals I can do and the less capital I need. But speed isn't just about tech, it's about reducing buyer hesitation and staying top of mind. To increase velocity, write listings that focus on what the land feels like, not just dimensions. Is it peaceful, private, near hiking? Buyers want a vision, not just acreage. Respond to every lead within 5 minutes. Why? Because the faster you reply, the more serious they feel. Follow up at least 4 times before giving up. Most buyers don't convert on the first touch. It takes persistence. Let buyers hold the property for a small fee, like $25 for 2 days. This removes decision pressure, creates urgency, and filters out tire kickers. When money is on the table, people commit. Simplify the buying process with 2-click checkouts, maps front and center, and crystal clear next steps. If they have to email you for pricing or directions, you've already lost them. Offer an opt-in for email and text alerts so people who aren't ready now can hear about your next deals. You'd be surprised how many not yets become yes in 30 to 60 days with the right follow-up. Number 3, sell higher. In a crowded market, the best way to stand out isn't by being the cheapest, it's by being the most compelling. Here's how I consistently raise my prices without lowering demand. Most buyers aren't sitting on $10,000 to $20,000 in cash, but $399 a month, that feels possible. That's the power of offering terms. It doesn't just make land affordable, it removes fear. You turn maybe someday into I can start right now. Next, 1-acre lot in Charlotte County won't sell the dream, but this will. Build a cabin by the lake where your kids will catch their first fish. People don't buy land, they buy what it represents. Telling them what's possible isn't enough, you have to show it. Instead of saying great for building, I'd get a perk test. Instead of saying private and quiet, I'd clear brush and flag boundaries. Even just getting drone photos to showcase the layout and surroundings made the property feel more real. And when a property feels real, buyers are willing to pay more. Number 4, scale operations. Most flippers hit a wall when they try to do everything themselves. It's not sustainable, it's not scalable, and it's definitely not fun. So to scale without losing my mind, I hired and trained virtual assistants to handle everything from due diligence to lead follow-ups. I built automations that generate, send, and track offers in batches so I'm not glued to my inbox. I created step-by-step standard operating procedures so no task lives in my head or depends on my memory. I integrated a CRM to keep everything organized: leads, seller communication, buyer follow-ups, and marketing campaigns. Number 5, raise capital. Eventually, you'll run out of your own cash, or worse, sit on great deals that you can't afford to buy. That's when leverage goes from nice to have to need to have. Here's how I brought in outside capital without giving up control. I offered private lenders flat, secured returns on their money, simple, predictable, and attractive for people looking for passive income. I used monthly cash flow from seller finance deals to fund new acquisitions so the business feeds itself. I structured partnerships with clear terms: who brings the money, who does the work, and exactly how the profits get split. I worked with local banks to establish business lines of credit, using my track record and deal flow to secure flexible capital without giving up equity or control. But here's the thing: knowing the MECE framework will definitely help you scale faster, but only if you avoid the costly mistakes that quietly kills deals. So watch this video next, where I show you the biggest lessons I learned after flipping over 500 properties so you don't have to learn them the hard way.